Today's segment, our guest has always had a problem with weight. She struggled with it early on, and add to that some medical issues that she developed throughout the years. But then she was introduced to eating a new way, and it has completely changed her life. So she wants to share that story with you today. Nanita Redrick is here with us to tell us more about it, and also along with her life instructor, Carolyn Strickland. Thank you both for being here. So this started as far as your weight problems when you were very young.
Yes.
When did you see it becoming a problem?
Well, ever since I've been living, I've always had weight issues because as young as the age of 12 years old, I weighed 210 pounds.
Wow. So you knew that you had an issue, but
Yes.
at that age, you really don't know what to do about it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. So it just kept getting worse?
It just kept getting worse and
then
worse.
you had some medical issues
Yes.
to come up. Like you were 20 or so when you
Yeah,
were...
when I found out that I had Graves' disease,
Mhm.
and then they kind of found out that was one of the reasons that my weight was out of control.
Mhm.
And it just started getting more and more and more and more.
Yeah,
So
and then you had multiple sclerosis you were diagnosed
I
with?
was diagnosed with MS and a diabetic
Mhm.
and rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah, so all of that compounded with the weight problems, which actually make the symptoms of those things even worse.
Even worse.
So you went and you had some drastic measures done. You had
Yes.
surgery.
Yes.
And you lost weight that way?
Yes, the first time I lost weight, I had a gastric bypass, and at that time, my highest weight was 358. But before I had it, I had to lose like 30 pounds, and I got down to 325. And when I got down to 325, then they did the gastric bypass.
And that's how you got to be this size?
Well, no, I lost weight, and I got down. I lost like 170 pounds, and I gained back about 47 pounds. The weight started to come back.
So you knew your problem persisted.
Yes.
Even though you had surgery, you were still doing some of the same things,
Yeah.
and so that weight started to come back.
Yeah.
So you went to her church and did a presentation?
So this past summer, my fellow Food for Life instructor and I, and my husband, who is a physician, we went to her church, which is St. James Family Worship in Wetumpka, and we did a 7-week series on how to eat healthier to prevent disease and reverse disease using a whole foods plant-based diet. So I brought with an example of what whole foods are. Whole foods are things that don't have a list of ingredients on them, like eggplant or apples, or they don't have
You
ingredients
eat them
lists.
the way they
They're whole foods. Or you
are
can
done,
cook
yeah.
them. I mean, we cook them too. I'm not going to eat a raw sweet potato, but you know, we cook them. But what I'm saying is foods that don't have a long list of ingredients you can't pronounce. So, except quinoa. Quinoa is my exception to that, but most people can't pronounce that. Anyway, but if you eat things that you know what they are, you know what's in it because it is the ingredient, you're going to be much healthier. So a whole foods plant-based diet is what we presented at her church.
So you listened,
And
you paid attention,
she
you
really
went
did.
for it.
Yes.
She really
And
did.
tell us how your life has changed since you started eating like this.
Well, my life has changed drastically because I was an insulin-dependent diabetic. I was on about 19 different pills. And so my pastor brought it to our church and introduced it to us. And he was telling people that if you start adapting this type of a lifestyle, you can reverse some of these diseases that you have.
Have you?
And I have, since then, I reversed diabetes. I'm off of my diabetic medication. I don't take anything. I
Wonderful.
was on insulin and the pills. I'm off of that.
Off of that, how else has your life changed?
I'm off of high blood pressure medicine. I'm off of high cholesterol medicine. I was taking medicine for rheumatoid arthritis because my joints and stuff were so stiff. And I only took it when I was in pain. And since I've lost the extra 47 pounds, I don't have to take my rheumatoid arthritis medicine anymore. And I went from taking like 19 pills a day, and I'm down to taking 3 pills a day now.
Wow, that is huge. But that's the kind of results that you see all the time
is.
from people who do this. So this really can change people's
It
lives.
is. It's remarkable. Actually, Nanita's change is probably one of the biggest I've ever seen after 40 years on insulin and not needing to take insulin anymore is really, really remarkable.
That is remarkable. So if they want to know more about eating this way, how can they find out?
So we're, the Food for Life program is at Whole Foods every Monday night at 6 o'clock. And we do a class once a month where we actually have a food and cooking demonstration with samples, and it's totally free. Anybody can come, 6 o'clock Monday nights. The next one will be the Monday after Thanksgiving, which is the 27th of November. We'll be having a class with samples that night. But all the other Mondays, we're there just answering questions, it gives people a chance to talk more one-on-one and ask their questions one-on-one. When we have 50 or 60 people there, it's hard for people to all get their questions answered. So the other Monday nights are for that. So
Yeah.
we'll be there this coming Monday night. Hopefully Nanita will be there with us this coming Monday night.
Well,
And
she
can
is a
answer
walking,
questions.
talking billboard
She's
for
a
you.
miracle. She is
Huge
wonderful.
success
Yes.
story. I'm so proud of you and,
Me
and
too.
happy for you. That's
Thank you.
great.
Thank
19 pills down to just 3.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
and
keep
I
it
feel
that way.
fabulous. I'm not. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it for life. I'm
In
not
it for life.
And
Yes.
this was through food. This was
Yes.
not exercise.
Thank
this
you
was
so
food.
You're
much
welcome.
for sharing your
You're
story.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for